My name is Casey. My digital artefact is UOW Creative. UOW Creative showcases creative thinking. It explores the creative arts within university life and the learning environment. The primary position of the digital artefact is in perpetuating creative talent at the University of Wollongong. The University of Wollongong has hundreds of students working towards successful careers within the creative industries, but before this DA, there had never been a dedicated platform for them. UOW Creative addresses the need for a university-based platform in the creative industries. It provides a voice for students interested in creative pursuits. UOW Creative is made up of 3 distinctive channels: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Each channel has a team behind it that works to create campaigns, find student content to aggregate, and start conversations. All teams meet for weekly meetings to discuss our plans and ensure cohesiveness across the brand. I am predominantly involved with the Instagram team, so that's where I'm going to focus my better today. This is what our page looks like at the moment. Here's a closer look at some of our content. And here's our messages and comments. Since its launch at the end of March, we've achieved some amazing results, which can be seen on the screen. I feel that these results are an example of the degree to which we've embraced iterations and feedback loops with our users, and the way that we've used them in order to grow as a digital artefact. Our first feedback loop came from a shift in dynamic with the introduction of coronavirus. Initially, we started making content about campus life. This included hidden locations on campus and creative assets on campus. This was good in theory, but not effective with our new reality. Based on analytics, we realized that our audience wasn't engaging because their circumstances were no longer linked to campus. Furthermore, we could only produce so much on-campus content with the campus closed. We iterated the process through making stuff that was more applicable to the new learning environment. For example, Show Us Your Study Space series instead of a Show Us the Campus Facilities series. And this was much more successful. Our second realization from feedback also came about during the initial stages of our DA. We started by making a lot of varied content to see what audiences were receptible to. This included campaigns, student works, and quote images among others. We quickly realized that 1, aggregated content performed the best of all options, and 2, that running interactive campaigns that linked with the other platforms we had were the most successful. We came to this conclusion through use of Instagram and Iconosquare analytics. Our third significant realization was about the algorithm side of things. We started by using random hashtags of whatever we could relate to our posts, as well as UOW hashtags. Through experimentation, we realized that the hashtags that didn't focus on the university solely tended to do better. Considering this, we thought we should promote our campaigns with altered hashtags. For example, instead of UOW at home, we tried My Study Space at Home, and found it performed better. Through this iteration of a less institutionalized voice, we were able to reach a wider audience. This continuous enhancement based on our users' insights about the DA has been very efficient in allowing us to find ways to improve in accordance with these users' needs. By closing feedback loops through iteration, we create a more effective process, and therefore more engagement. At UOW Creative, our core ideas stayed the same over the course of our development so far, but our concept has changed based on feedback from users. We've moved to a more aggregated content focus and adapted based on what content engaged the users best. We collaborated more across the UOW Creative channels and changed our tagging in accordance with the furthest reach that the algorithm allowed. In the future, we intend to keep learning from our audience and providing content that has real social value. We aim to have more collaboration with other platforms as well as with student users and groups. UOW Creative ultimately will continue to be a valuable entity now and in the future.